Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Omega Giving here. This is a 6-month review of this headset that I'm wearing. It is a Logitech 935 or 935. It's a headset. It's I gotta say it's really good headset, except for a couple of problems, which is why I'm going to be making this video. Because for one, actually these video reviews they actually get views. So if you guys like this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'm going to just speak my heart out because I'm not sponsored by anybody, so you can get my honest opinion review. Okay, so let's start with the buying of this headset. I bought this headset as an Amazon refurbished, aka it's basically new. It's basically new. It should be new quality. That's basically what they guarantee. Like they say it should be. So I got the headset and it worked flawlessly. It was amazing. So if you didn't know, this headset has two connection modes, which is you can either plug in a wire, a 1/8 inch to 1/8 inch wire down below, or it has a USB dongle, which are solid methods. That's normally standard on a lot of devices, but it doesn't have a Bluetooth connection feature. I wish it had a Bluetooth connection feature. I would have paid $50 more to get that, because that's what I really wanted. I wanted to be like seamlessly connect from my phone to this, and then from this to my computer, like switching off and on. But it does not have that. So my future headset, that's literally what I'm looking for. And since I have six months with this, I'm hopefully that might happen the next year, that I'll get another headset that has that feature and also works with my whole setup. Okay, with that aside, that's like one complaint I had about it. Another thing, so if you let's just run through the features of this headset. This headset features. Let me go to my desktop view. Go to desktop, and on my desktop view, you can see this is what the headset looks like. It has 3 programmable buttons plus 1 button to mute the mic on the headset itself. My opinion, the mic to mute mute the headset itself doesn't work that well. Like, say if you're on Zoom call at work, if you press that to mute yourself, it will mute it, yes, but when you press it to unmute it, it doesn't unmute on the software that you muted on. It for some reason just doesn't connect that well. It also happens the same with Discord. It happens everywhere else. It happens with OBS. So the button is really good at muting, horrible at unmuting. So you have to fix that, and it's just a pain in the butt. AKA, you basically have to mute and unmute again in all softwares that you used it on, which is a pain in the butt. This is my second recording because of that problem. Or this is where you don't even have to have that button. You just flick the mic up. If you flick the mic up, it automatically mutes it. So why don't you just do that instead of the button? Okay, that's my one complaint, but whatever, it's just extra button. There are 3 programmable buttons though. So you can see I have these buttons set as a cycle the output or cycle the input devices. So I can be able to cycle through my mics or cycle through my output devices, whether it be my computer output or the headset output, or who knows, another output if I have another output. I set this to mute self on Discord, but you can set it to any button you want. You can even set it to be a left click for some reason, like the left mouse click, or a macro. You can set it to do whatever you want. You can make macros over here in the top left. This is G-Hub, just saying this is the software you use to manage it. If I go back, you can see I have a full setup of Logitech. I like Logitech stuff. It works well. I don't like Razer stuff as much. Just preference. You guys can pick whatever you want. Well, for one, Logitech's a little bit cheaper. That's kind of why I like it. Plus, it looks like you can have a whole bunch of programmable buttons on all these devices, which I love. It's awesome. I don't need a Stream Deck because I have 6 buttons here. I got 3 buttons here, and I got 6 buttons here to use as programmable buttons to either mute, unmute, blah blah blah, all that stuff on stuff. So I don't need a Stream Deck. There's no reason to get a Stream Deck when it's all comes with my setup. All right, back to the headset though. All right, so I talked about the input or the like connection ways and like my disappointment there. I talked about the buttons. Another feature I do love, but also have a problem with now after 6 months, is the switch on top. If you look right here, there's a switch. The Naughty Razer headset has a button they have to hold for 3 seconds. I hated that. I want to switch whether flick it on and it's on, or flick it off and it's off. That it's easy, super easy to understand. But the problem I have with this switch is it breaks if you treat it improperly. I feel like I treated it properly because I keep it on my desk, only my desk. I don't have kids, don't have anybody that messes with it other than myself. I keep it very nice. And for some reason, it's kind of broken. How I can describe how it's broken and why I can't get it replaced or fixed or any warranties is because I think I got it through the Amazon deal, which got it for like $40 off or something like that. Because I think this headset was originally $120 at the time, and I got it for $80 to $90, somewhere in there. and which is very annoying that I bought it for $80 and $90 and it only lasts 6 months. Well, this button only lasts 6 months. It does work, so I just gotta do a little funny business. But let's explain the problems I have. Oh yeah, I also am recording this entire video on the mic that's on the headset, so you can understand how good the mic is. It's not the best. I do know that. I know the audio might sound like crap, and some people are gonna comment below that say, "Hey, your audio sounds like garbage." And it's like, yes, I could use this awesome mic, but I'm not, because I'm trying to show you the review of this headset. All right. That aside, the button, it feels like, since it's a switch, if you understand how switches work, it's literally just like switch, it's off. Like, it does not make connection or to the power, which there's a battery in this. So, and the battery lasts like 4 hours, just like you guys know. It's a pretty decent battery. It's not that bad, especially since you're at a setup like your desk area. It's pretty easy to just have it connected, and just charge it when you're not using it, and then plug it back up when you or unplug it when you are using it. That's wireless. Okay, but yes, the connection, it feels like in between, like it's barely touching the connector to make that battery power this headset. That's what it feels like. So when I switch it on, and it makes it so the audio is very muted. The microphone doesn't have playback that well, or it's super quiet that you can't hear anything. That's what it feels like or sounds like. That's how I can describe what it's like. So what I have to do to get it to work is I literally have to jiggle the switch, the on-off switch. I have to jiggle it a little bit until it finally, like, I guess, makes that connection. That's how I imagine what's going on there. I have to jiggle it until it makes that connection, and then it works flawlessly. And that's why I'm not going to complain too much that it just straight up broke. No, it still works. I just have to jiggle it. And I could probably, take off the plastic and like see what's going on with the switch and fix it myself manually, because I have soldering stuff and blah, blah, blah. So I could try to fix it myself. I don't want to do that until it's really broken. But yeah, it does break. And that might be my fault, because I bought it the Amazon refurbished, thing. And I probably should have gone with the actual thing and paid the extra money. But it's kind of disappointing that even the Amazon refurbished, which I paid $80 for, is broken. Like, I feel like it should last longer. But yeah, that is about the 6-month review. Parts are starting to break if it's not new. Some other comments I want to make is the headset quality and how it stays on your head. One, it stays on your head perfectly fine if you're just PC gaming. Like, if you're just sitting down at your thing, PC gaming, it's super chill. It's just fine. It just sits on your head just fine. It's kind of bulky. Yeah, it got me a little bit. It took me a little bit of time to get used to like a bulky headset on top of me, but it's fine. It does feel a little cheapish of plastic. Plastic, it feels sturdy, but it just also feels cheap. It's kind of just cheap in a way. I don't know. It does feel cheap. There are disconnecting sides. So there's one side that has the battery, another side this would store the USB dongle if you had it. So that's kind of nice that you have the two sides there. Now, since I play VR, I use my onboard VR like speakers and everything, so that's not that much of a problem. But if I use this on VR, moving around, you're playing Veil and shooting up like people and whatnot, or just like playing the Township Tale where I'm bouncing up and down trying to grab things off the ground, basically like leaning down, this would not stay on my head. I had what was it? I was playing a League of Legends stream where every single time I died, I'd do 10 push-ups. I had to take it off every single time, or else it would fall off, because I go down and do my push-up, and it just like whoop, it slips, like this whole side slips right over. As you can see, it does not sit and stay. I almost need to have a elite strap on it just to make it so it stays. But yeah, that's basically what it's like. So it's not the best fitting. My next headset, what I'm looking for that this headset does not have, is, for one, I want it to have Bluetooth connection. So this is like if you're my kind of person and you want to be able to have it connect to your phone or your computer so you can take it and use it anywhere, everywhere. I want it to have a Bluetooth connection. So I want a headset that has a Bluetooth connection. It has really good audio. This has really good audio. I want that. So that's not something to like add on. That's something to come with. But I want that Bluetooth connection. Also, I want it to stick on my head. It doesn't stick on my head. It's annoying. I want a headset that sticks on my head. I basically want a headset that I can wear anywhere, everywhere, all the time, and then like maybe click a button on it and it'll switch from my PC to my computer. That's all I want, but I can't have that because I can't have nice things apparently. But that's okay. This headset's going to work for now, and I will say this is a 4 out of 5 star. I kind of mentioned the cheap parts of it, so that's what makes it so it doesn't get that 5-star. Then the Razer Naughty headset, the Beast Booster, where it actually vibrates your head, basically, that one I give it a 3 out of 5 star. Plus, it's more expensive. This thing's a lot cheaper, or at least I got this for $80, half the price, and it sounds way better. That headset was like good for like out of the box for a week, and then it just failed, and I returned it. I'm like, this is awful. It's just it failed after a week. The mic was crackly and awful, and they wouldn't. They could have replaced it, but if they replaced it, I would have been risking that it happened again within a couple of weeks, and they won't replace it again. They only replace it once. So I was like, nope, I'm not taking that. So I took the Logitech route, and the Logitech route has been phenomenal. I have this, this keyboard, amazing keyboard. I don't know why it's there. We go. So it's active again. I can go in and program all my left buttons. You can see I have it all to microphone mute, desktop mute, blah blah blah. I have the F keys to be my switching desktop views, so I can switch it over to my intro view. So now I'm in an intro view or my desktop view. So I go back to my desktop view, which is from my F keys. You got to make sure that doesn't overlap with any video games you're playing. I have this mouse, which is perfect. It's awesome. If you go to the assignments, you can see that we have the side panel that has 6 buttons. So it's pretty awesome. You got 6 buttons on the side, and then you have the 2 buttons on top. You can program the buttons for anything you want. You can see I have an anti-AFK thing where it just clicks every now and then at different intervals, and then an auto clicker, which just clicks like machine gun, everything. But yeah, that's basically all you have. You can actually program all of these other buttons if you really wanted to, but don't do that unless you are of a weird particular use case. Who knows? Maybe you want to, I don't know, do something, I don't know, crazy. But yeah, I'm a super advocate for Logitech. I wish I'd be like a partner and they'd totally pay me to advertise their stuff, but they don't. I'm just gonna give you an honest review though. Logitech's pretty good. Beats Razer in my opinion. If you guys have any questions about this headset, please comment below. And if you are a regular watcher of this channel, I'm sorry, this is a video review for a product, but guess what? This video review it gets a lot of views. Yeah, I like reviews. Plus, who knows? Maybe you'll find these helpful because you like to know what kind of setups I have. And this is the setups I have. So please give this video a like, subscribe. If you want to join our membership, you can totally join that. It's $2 a month, and you get to see all my content that I have scheduled. I normally have two weeks of content scheduled in advance. Oftentimes they're gameplay videos, they're tutorial videos, and then I live stream every now and then. Not quite every day. I can't promise every day because I have a working life. I have a family that I have to communicate with and participate in. So I gotta do stuff like that because I'm not a kid. I'm not a kid. I look like a kid. I look like a 16-year-old, but I'm not a kid. All right, but yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see y'all later.